This is Sophie Laurent with your news update for March 10, 2026. You're watching Africa Stream 24, your source for credible, fact-checked reporting. Here are today's leading stories. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed named African Union champion for AI and digital health. Political tensions rise as Guinea dissolves 40 parties. Lawsuit challenges end of USA protections for Somali migrants. The news in detail. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has been appointed the African Union champion for artificial intelligence and digital health, highlighting Ethiopia's growing role in Africa's digital transformation. The recognition came during the AU Heads of State Summit in Addis Ababa, where global business leaders and policymakers gathered to discuss technology, health innovation, and economic development. The appointment underscores Ethiopia's expanding leadership in digital governance, healthcare innovation, and emerging technologies aimed at strengthening Africa's future development and continental cooperation. Julian Mercer has more.
Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has been appointed as the African Union champion for artificial intelligence and digital health, a recognition that highlights Ethiopia's growing leadership in technology-driven development and innovation across the continent. The appointment was reported by the USA Chamber of Commerce. The recognition reflects growing international confidence in Ethiopia's digital transformation agenda and the Prime Minister's commitment to positioning Africa at the forefront of emerging technologies. Under the leadership of Abiy Ahmed, Ethiopia has increasingly embraced digital innovation as a key pillar of economic modernization, governance reform, and service delivery. His appointment as African Union champion for AI and digital health signals continental support for initiatives that leverage technology to improve healthcare systems, strengthen data-driven governance, and accelerate Africa's digital economy. During the summit, African leaders moved beyond broad declarations and adopted concrete initiatives aimed at addressing critical development priorities. Among them was the adoption of the 2026 theme focused on ensuring sustainable water availability and safe sanitation systems to support the goals of Africa's long-term development framework, Agenda 2063. Leaders also launched the Africa Water Vision 2063 and advanced the African Health Security and Sovereignty Agenda to strengthen the continent's capacity to respond to public health challenges. The USA Business Delegation, organized by the USA Africa Business Center, included senior executives from global companies such as Google, MasterCard, Illumina, Abbott, and Merck. Analysts say the recognition of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed as the African Union champion for AI and digital health reflects his growing influence in shaping Africa's digital future. The report also noted that African leaders increasingly seek long-term partnerships with international businesses that are willing to invest in sustainable development and respond to the continent's local priorities. With Ethiopia positioning itself as a regional hub for technology, innovation, and digital governance, the Prime Minister's new continental role further underscores the country's ambition to play a leading role in Africa's transformation in the digital age.
Authorities in Guinea have dissolved 40 political parties in a controversial move that has intensified political tensions across the country. The government of President Mamadi Doumbouya, who seized power in 2021 and later won a contested election, said the parties failed to meet legal requirements such as submitting financial records. However, opposition leader Cellou Dalein Diallo strongly condemned the decision, accusing the administration of attempting to create a one-party state. Diallo, currently in exile, called for direct resistance against the government, warning that democratic dialogue may no longer bring political change in the mineral-rich West African nation. A lawsuit has been filed in a federal court in Boston, challenging the decision by the administration of Donald Trump to end temporary protected status (TPS) for Somali immigrants in the United States. The case, brought by Somali nationals and advocacy groups, argues the policy is discriminatory and procedurally flawed. The USA Department of Homeland Security had announced TPS would end on March 17, saying conditions in Somalia had improved. TPS has protected Somalis from deportation and allowed them to work legally since 1991, while rights groups warn ending it could affect more than 1,000 migrants and their families.
Somalis are not terrorizing this nation. We are helping it thrive.
This is obviously absurd, obviously political, obviously wrong.
That's a wrap for today's Africa Stream 24 coverage. I'm Sophie Laurent. Thank you for staying informed. Stay safe and tune in for our next update.